Hi, and welcome to Davis Sports Report. Today we're going to be discussing Week 14 AP Top 25. We're going to talk about the AP Top 10 teams, the injury bug, the AP Top 25 undefeated teams, the AP Top 25 exit and enter, and great matchups from the previous week, plus must-watch Week 15 games. Hi, and welcome to Davis Sports Report. Please hit the subscribe so that you can be notified when we drop new content. As well, go ahead and hit that like button. We would really appreciate it to help us get in the algorithms and grow the channel. Let's start with the AP Top 10 teams. First off, UCLA is still at number 1, 21-0. Next, at number 2 is South Carolina with a 21-1. Next is Notre Dame, who is still at number 3, and Texas rose by 1, so they are now number 4. We also have UConn at number 5, who also rose by 1. And then there's LSU, who is now number 6, and they rose by 1. And USC, who dropped 3 to number 7, and Ohio State, that is now number 8. TCU is now number 9. And Duke, who remains at number 10. Now let's talk about the injury bug. Now we will look at the players with injuries. For Texas A&M, Aisha Coulibaly will miss the remainder of the season due to a knee injury. Coulibaly is the Aggies' top scorer, so she is going to be greatly missed. Also, for Kansas State, top scorer and rebounder, senior Aoki Lee is out with a foot fracture. They do believe that she may be able to return by the postseason. And now on to the AP Top 25 undefeated, which is only UCLA. They are still holding on to their undefeated season. For the AP Top 25 exit and enters, there were no exits or entries, but there was lots of movement in the bottom 15, and we will discuss some of those games in more detail now. For the great matchups from past week. First was South Carolina versus Tennessee. South Carolina strolled into the third quarter with an 18-point lead, but they nearly blew it in the fourth, and Tennessee put that famous full-court press on them and forced several turnovers, going on a massive run in the fourth, closing the gap to 6. Tennessee lost this game by trying to get that 3, and if it wasn't for that, if they had abandoned that earlier, this would have been a much closer game. Also, we had LSU and Oklahoma. This game started off with a shoving match, resulting in Liz Scott and Samaya Smith being ejected, and this was another game that appeared to be a walkaway in the first half, and the tides turned in the fourth. This time, LSU had a 24-point lead that was cut to 2 points in the fourth quarter when Oklahoma put that full-court press on LSU. Michaela Williams had a heroic game, scoring 37 points. Another good game was Maryland versus Illinois. Number 14th ranked Maryland was upset by unranked Illinois, and as we see, Cheyenne Sellers is back in the game. She did have on a knee brace. She had 14 points and 4 rebounds, but that wasn't enough for the Terrapins because Illinois' Genesis Bryant was the top scorer with 20 points, followed by freshman Barry Wallace coming off the bench with 14 points, and Illinois took Maryland out. Next up was a surprise to a lot of people, USC versus Iowa. Here we had another upset as unranked Iowa took down number 4 ranked USC in front of the home crowd that was packed full of fans to see Caitlin Clark's jersey be retired. USC scored only 4 points in the first quarter due to a ton of missed shots. Juju and Kiki couldn't hit the bright side of a barn in that first quarter. It was ridiculous. They went on a huge run in the second quarter, enough to make up for the first, and went into halftime up by 1. The second half was really tight, but ultimately Iowa got away with the lead. And lastly is Kentucky versus Oklahoma. Yeah, Oklahoma had a tough go of it this week. Kentucky was on fire during this game. It was raining threes for the Wildcats. You get a 3. You get a 3. You get a 3. Georgia Amore ended the game with a score of 43 points. Clara Strack had 19 points, and Deja Lawrence had 14. Overall, the Wildcats racked up 14 three-pointers for the night to go on to defeat the Sooners. And for those must-watch games for Week 15 on February 5th, there will be number 8 Ohio State versus number 1 UCLA. Also on the 5th is number 9 TCU versus number 12 Kansas State. On February 8th, we have number 8 Ohio State that will face off against number 7 USC. On February 9th, Texas and South Carolina will have their second matchup. Also on the 9th, Tennessee and LSU will have their second matchup. Let us know what you think. Can UCLA remain undefeated? And did Texas learn enough from the last matchup with the Gamecocks to maybe take the win this time? Let us know your thoughts in the comment section. Thank you for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and we will see you on the next one. Goodbye.